Hello, you guys. I'm back. Now, as we all know, the decade is going to end. 2019 is about to come to a full close. We'll be heading straight to a new decade. 2020. It's been a nice journey to be in the 2010s. Now we'll go straight to the 2020s. Now, I don't want to do like the whole top 10 best movies of each year of the 2010s. Because, first of all, that's just going to be difficult picking like one movie out of the many other movies of one year just to do a whole video with. So, instead, I just want to talk about the upcoming movies of 2020. So, here over here going to talk about the top 5 movies, most anticipated movies for me of 2020. And it's really been a while since I've done a top 5 video. I don't remember, it was like 2016, I think it was just that. So, and then my brother, who's if you remember, he did like a top 5 anticipated video games around the same time, and yeah, it's been a long time since I did a top 5 video, and why not just get on with it. Anyway, here are my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2020, starting with number 5, The Eternals. So, The Eternals is the upcoming MCU film of Phase 4. It'll be the third property of Phase 4, because there's also Black Widow, which is also on this list, and there's also the Disney Plus show, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is I think it's coming out in spring or summer. I don't know. As of now, it's still filming. Filming is still happening. Still in underways. And yes, I have Disney Plus, and I can tell you, and yes, I do love the And yes, in case you're asking have I seen The Mandalorian, hell yeah, it is the best It's the best thing I have ever seen on Disney Plus. The best thing on Disney Plus. And yeah. So the Eternals, The Eternals was starting with from a comic made by the great, legendary Jack Kirby. Seriously, Jack Kirby should have been at the same level of fame as Stan Lee, of recognition. Like, Stan Lee was just a writer, and Jack Kirby, he's the artist that brought those characters to create those characters, really create what they would look like, and he still should have been up there, and he never got the fame he deserved. So, the Eternals are somewhat about based on mythical legends, and the Eternals in the Marvel universe are like the essential to precursor to humans. And there's the humans, Eternals, and the Celestials, and I think it's the Celestials. No, that's not it. I forget. So, he was very ambitious on this when it first made, and sadly, it never got finished. And then there's like, but later, Grant Morrison did a run on it, which gave a lot of people, gave more love for the Eternals than back then. as of now, it is filming. I don't know when. Yeah, as of now, it's still filming. And yeah, the movie is set to star Angelina Jolie, Kumail Nanjiani, Brian Tyree Henry, Salma Hayek, and Richard Madden. And you're all probably seen the most recent pictures of Kumail Nanjiani's transformation that was for this movie. I give him a lot of credit to that. Hell, look at me, skinny. This is the best I can do. But I'm not just a literal stick. My little brother's a literal stick. My little brother's more skinnier than me. So yeah, the Eternals is, as of looking through like set photos, like it's gonna span like different decades. Like I even heard like in the movie, like the Eternals are aware of the Avengers, but the Avengers aren't aware of them, that they exist. Like yeah, it's gonna span like from different years. Like they go like from the ancient pyramids to the ancient Aztecs, and yes, I did. And yeah, if you learn your history, you should know about this stuff. You people really need to know your history. So yeah, the Eternals, number 5. That's one of my most anticipated movies of 2020. And now, number 4, Tenet, the new film from Christopher Nolan, set to star, I think, John David Washington. I'm sorry if I think that was his name. Yeah, John David Washington. And the film also stars Robert Pattinson. And I don't know how I can explain this film, but it just centers around time. If you think that Inception is ambitious, wait till Tenet comes out. I'm definitely gonna go see it. Since it's Christopher Nolan. You can't go wrong with Christopher Nolan. Yeah. And number 3, Black Widow. Finally, a Black Widow solo movie. And so yeah, you already seen my reaction video to the trailer, and it really blew me away. It really just, yeah, if you already seen my reaction to, so yeah, if you're already seen my reaction, you know how excited I am. So yeah, the film, if you're thinking that, oh, she's alive, no. She's not. The film takes place in between Civil War and Infinity War. So yeah, it's a prequel. Not so much like we're going to learn about how she became Black Widow. We're only getting hints of it. We even got hints of it in Age of Ultron, but we're also getting more hints of her past. Yeah, the film also introduces some new characters, like Elena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, who in the comics would later take the mantle of the Black Widow. We also got Alexei Shostakov, aka the Red Guardian, who's being played by David Harbour. You might remember him from Stranger Things. And I'm interested in oh yeah, and there's also villains like the Task. We don't even know who the main villain is. We don't, there's the Taskmaster, who has the power of photographic reflexes, where he can learn a hero's distinctive fighting style by looking at him. And when he looks at their fighting style, he already knows how it goes. He already knows how to do it. And if you see in the trailer, he sees with a bow and arrow, meaning that he may have had a confrontation with Hawkeye. And you also, if you don't, you also might know that a lot of comic book fans know who the Taskmaster is. A lot of the mainstream people might know who the Taskmaster is from the Spider-Man PS4 game, as well as the upcoming Avengers video game. And I know his costume doesn't look comic accurate. And I was like, what do you think? What do you think you want it to look like? How the video games looked? They're gonna look obvious. They took inspiration from the game, so yeah, Black Widow. The first film of Phase 4. I'm excited. Number 2, Halloween Kills, the sequel to 2018's Halloween movie. And this is probably going to be the best one yet. And obviously this is going to be the best one yet, since we're getting a lot of original characters coming back, like Tommy Doyle, Lindsay Wallace, Sheriff Brackett, Nurse Marion. I think that was her name. Yeah. And we're also getting Lonnie Elon, who was one of the kids who bullied little Tommy Doyle, saying, the boogeyman's coming, the boogeyman's coming, and even went up to the Michael Myers house before Loomis goes, hey Lonnie, get your ass away from there. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You probably know who Lonnie is. And Madison's boyfriend happened to be the son of Lonnie. So also the black kid that one of the characters was babysitting, he's coming back. Yay. I would like to hear more from them. He's like one of the best. I was thinking like this kid's gonna be like really annoying, but he was just hilarious. Like, I love this kid. I'm glad he's coming back. I'm happy that he lived. And yeah, with almost most of the original cast from these characters are coming back, with 2 of them being played by different actors. Especially Tommy Doyle is now being played by Anthony Michael Hall, who you probably know him from the many John Hughes movies, which are National Lampoon's Vacation, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, and Weird Science. And yeah. And Kyle Richards is coming back as Lindsay Wallace. Now, if you watch reality TV, you might remember her from Beverly Hills Housewives, or The Housewives of Beverly Hills. I never even watched reality TV. It's pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, and so yeah, and yes, Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back. Even Nick Castle's coming back. You get to see a little bit more of Nick Castle, since he does confirm that he is coming back, as well as Judy Greer and Alice Matichek are coming back, and the boyfriend's coming back. Yeah, and yeah, I'm excited. I wish that I saw the original. I really hate that I didn't get to see the original 2018 film. Didn't get to see the 2018 film in theaters because of bad grades. Now that I am out of high school, I don't have to worry about it. That's my mother. And yeah, Halloween Kills. Definitely gonna be my first horror movie to see in the theater. Yeah. And yeah, finally, number 1. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Finally. After 30 years. After 30 years. We're finally getting a third Ghostbusters movie. Finally. We've been begging, waiting for a third Ghostbusters movie to happen. Only for 2 things. One being the passing of Harold Ramis, who played Egon. It was really sad to us Ghostbusters fans that we lost a Ghostbuster. Though you're Egon, but you're never forgotten. You'll never be forgotten. And the second thing was the atrocity. The smelly pile of garbage. That is the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. The 2016 Ghostbusters remake. I really hate mentioning that movie. I still... God. Just tend to ruin us, Ghostbusters fans. If we try to hate this movie, women are gonna accuse us as being sexist, misogynist. We just don't want a reboot. We just want a sequel. We don't mind an all-female Ghostbusters movie if it were a sequel. What we really hate about this movie is because they don't know what makes the original great. The comedy it has really bad comedic timing. The characters are just bland and unfunny, or just dumb, mainly just dumb and unfunny. And the Ghostbusters cameos, which I mentioned in my review, how I'm excited about it, looking back at it, it's just nothing. It's just fan service. And then, thankfully, and thank God it was a bomb at the box office. And because of that, the son of Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman, Jason Reitman, who direct films such as Thank You for Smoking and Juno, finally gave us hope. He announced, and as well as Sony announced, we're getting a third Ghostbusters movie set after the first 2 movies. We were so happy. We rejoiced. It was the best day of our lives. We were so happy. Thank you, Jason Reitman, for making this happen. In fact, if it weren't for us, fans, the movie wouldn't happen. This wouldn't even happen if it weren't for us, Ghostbusters fans. The true original Ghostbusters fans. And I know that once this movie comes out, opening day, I am going to wear a Ghostbusters uniform. That shows how much of a Ghostbusters fan I am. Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, those were my top 5 most anticipated movies. I would like to give honorable mentions to a few other movies. There's the 2 Pixar movies, Onward and Soul, Wonder Woman 1984, Top Gun Maverick, Bill and Ted Face the Music, Godzilla vs. Kong, and the Invisible Man remake. I'm also excited for these films as well. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like on the video. Comment down below your top 5 most anticipated movies. I would like to know as well. Anyways, if you're new here, click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in 2020.